Welcome to Make Think. I'm Alyssa Walker and I'm here with Ethan Bodnar. And just quickly, I want you to tell me, how old are you?
I'm 19 years old.
And what year were you born?
1990.
So what was that like? You always had a computer.
Yeah.
You always had a cell phone? I mean, not since you were a kid, but
Yeah,
since you were...
since age, yeah.
So I think, and you, what's like your first recollection of design history happening? You know, like, do you remember, do you remember knowing who like David Carson was, or like identifying with that era of type or something?
I think like my first memory of it is probably my parents when I did some design work and just seeing like books of like stock images and all the type samples and the triangle rulers and all that fancy stuff. It's kind of my first memory of that.
And you knew you wanted to be a designer from a very young age. Some people are 19 and don't even know they want to be a designer. So you knew that from what, 4?
No, not that. Sometime in high school, I really solidified it and decided that that's what the plan was going to be, and I discovered design as something that I really enjoyed doing.
Did your parents push you towards that path? Your mom's like around here.
Yeah, somewhere.
Did she pressure you? No. Did your parents push you towards it or encourage you in any way? Or?
It was never like you should be a designer, but then I just kind of discovered it on my own and through them, and then they supported me all the way through it, but it was never any pressure.
They're like, as long as you're a good designer,
yeah.
you be a designer. And now you've got your book deal,
Yeah.
because did you write a pitch? I know a lot of people, even like older than 19, don't understand how the whole book process works. So walk me through how that happened.
I wrote a pitch, like it's just like a letter kind of. I wrote an email to a bunch of people, a bunch of publishers, and they responded, and some weren't able to do the book and wished me luck, and they were interested but just didn't fit into their publishing schedule, and then some were interested and went from there, and you provide artwork and a full proposal, and it just goes from there.
And why did you feel there was a need for this book? Did you feel you were lacking like the prompts to inspire? Tell me what the concept of the book is.
In the beginning, I just kind of decided that to make a book would be a good thing to do.
Good like marketing thing,
No,
or just
something to do, like something to spend time on and to make and actually create something you can hold in your hands in a publication. And I think that once I decided that I was going to make a book, then I came up with the theme for the book, which is all about exploring your creativity, which is something I was really interested in, and not to just be so focused on only design, and to spread into other mediums.
That's very modern of you.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Something only a 19-year-old. And then tell me about the process. You had to reach out to all these designers, like your heroes, people who didn't know who you were, and to say, hi, I'm 18 years old. You're 18 then?
Yeah.
I'm 18 years old. You have no idea who I am. Can you give me like your best like inspirational type project?
Okay, basically I had a list of bookmarks from a year or two of all the people that I really enjoyed their work, and just went through and found their email addresses and emailed them, pretty much how you said, explaining what the book was and who I was, and it wasn't even that they just had to contribute a piece of work. I was asking them to spend time to make a piece of work too, so that was even something that they had to.
Did some people
contribute.
say like no way?
Yeah, some people are very busy, and some people had time, and some people are interested right away. So.
And when you saw them here, were you like, was it such a strange feeling? I know it's always funny, like when you write about people and you don't meet them, then you meet them in person, and then they don't get to be on the main stage, but you got to be speaking on the main stage.
Yeah, it was great to meet so many of them that were actually here at the conference, and they've been running into me, and I've been running into them. So that was, it was really nice just to meet them in person, especially since it's always been over email and over the internet. So.
But you kids must be used to that, you 19-year-olds. Like, you don't have any real friends, right? You're just like in social networking.
We have real friends.
You're not only on Facebook. Is it true that people your age don't like Twitter, like that one study that came out recently?
Actually, the other day I went on Twitter and I looked at my new followers list, and there was like 3 of my best friends from high school, I was like, you guys are on Twitter? When did this happen? So it's coming.
So it's
Might be
something that
coming.
you did because you felt you needed to network with this design community that you talked about. Like it's a big
Yeah.
thing for designers, and you
Right.
knew it would keep you like up to date with stuff.
Right.
And now you think it might be trickling down.
I think it's
and
trickling down. Yeah.
they'll catch on eventually.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all very exciting to see where that social networking is going for designers and
Right.
for, yeah.
Well, you
other
talked a
people.
lot about that. I love that part that you really encourage. I think that the community thing is, of course, very important. Like most of my friends and stuff in design have come out of places like this, totally. But you encourage like teachers. You wanted teachers to encourage that, that kind of interaction, and also like you wanted teachers to encourage this kind of independent study, the kind of going out and doing your own projects. Do you
Right.
feel like both of those things, like you had to start your own AIGA chapter in your school, you said, right?
Yeah.
So you feel like it's just kind of that's ignored, and people are too focused on like getting the basics down, like the woman like Elizabeth Coleman talked
Right.
about yesterday. Was that kind of your reality in school?
I mean, what I found is that the teachers, I think all the teachers and professors, they get, through their love of design, their inspiration, they send that message.
Mm-hmm.
But I think some students don't get the message so clear that they need to go out and do that. So I think if teachers suggest more, actually state out, you should use social media, you
Yeah.
should write a blog about design, or
Yeah.
just actual examples of things that students can do is what I think professors need to provide, because they're definitely inspiring and
Right.
motivating.
They
and
got like
educating.
that part comes naturally. They might
Yeah.
need to learn how
Or
to
they-
tell
yeah.
them what to do
Yeah.
to join Twitter or
Exactly.
whatever.
Yeah.
Well, you were so inspiring today, and you got to be up there with such a cool, icon of the industry. And what do you think you took away from being up there with Charles Harrison, someone who had started? Let's see, he started his career in the '60s. You weren't even born until the '90s. There's like a lot of stuff happened then
Right.
between a few things.
Yeah, a few things.
What did you take away from being up on stage with him today?
It was just overall a great experience to be up there. He's so nice, and he's really smart, and I mean you can definitely see it in his work and just hearing stories from him. And it was great to finally meet him in person, and because we've been talking on the phone a lot leading up to this, and him and I are definitely looking to stay in touch. And he's just great to hear about his story and read about his story
Yeah.
and just meet him in person.
Maybe you guys could do like a book together or
Maybe,
something, and
yeah.
then it would go like from his story would start here, and yours would come from the back page, and it would be
Yeah.
like me in the middle.
Cool.
You can take that idea. It's
Sure.
fun.
Okay, thanks.
Well, thank you so much, and your mom must be very proud. Your mom is here.
Yeah, mom's here.
And
She came.
if she's around, congratulations on raising such a great son.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.